San Marino's journey from obscurity to economic powerhouse began centuries ago. This tiny nation, nestled in the heart of Italy, has long defied expectations. Founded in 301 AD, it stands as the oldest republic in the world, a testament to resilience and adaptability. But how did this microstate of just 61 square kilometers become a force to be reckoned with in the global economy? The story begins with a rocky foundation, both literally and figuratively. Perched atop Mount Titano, San Marino's early inhabitants faced harsh conditions and limited resources. Yet it was perhaps these very challenges that forged the Sammarinese spirit of innovation and determination. As neighboring powers rose and fell, San Marino maintained its independence through a combination of diplomatic skill and strategic alliances. But independence alone does not guarantee prosperity. For centuries, San Marino remained a quiet backwater, its economy based primarily on agriculture and stone quarrying. What sparked the transformation? Was it a single pivotal moment or a gradual shift in mindset? The seeds of change were sown in the late 20th century. As the world became increasingly interconnected, San Marino's leaders recognized an opportunity. They understood that their nation's small size, once seen as a disadvantage, could become its greatest asset. Agility, adaptability, and the ability to implement changes quickly would prove crucial in the years to come. Yet challenges remained. How could a country with limited natural resources and a population of just over 30,000 compete on the global stage? The answer lay not in what San Marino had, but in what it could become. The nation's transformation would require vision, courage, and a willingness to embrace the unconventional. As we delve deeper into San Marino's economic miracle, we must consider, what lessons can other nations, both large and small, learn from this tiny republic's success? How did San Marino leverage its unique position to carve out a niche in the global economy? And perhaps most importantly, what does San Marino's rise tell us about the changing nature of power and influence in the 21st century? The story of San Marino is more than just an economic case study. It's a testament to human ingenuity, the power of strategic thinking, and the ability of even the smallest players to make a big impact on the world stage. As we explore the roots of San Marino's transformation, we set the stage for understanding how this improbable success story unfolded, and what it means for the future of global economics. San Marino's transformation from a quaint historical curiosity to an economic powerhouse didn't happen by chance. It was the result of a series of bold, calculated decisions that fundamentally reshaped the nation's trajectory. This strategic revolution began in the late 20th century and accelerated into the 21st, driven by a cadre of visionary leaders who dared to dream big for their tiny nation. The first major shift came with the realization that San Marino's size could be an advantage. While larger nations struggled with bureaucratic inertia, San Marino could pivot quickly, adapting to new economic realities with unprecedented speed. This agility became the cornerstone of the country's new economic strategy. One of the most crucial decisions was to leverage San Marino's unique political status. As a sovereign state within Italy, it could offer financial and regulatory advantages that neither Italy nor other EU countries could match. This led to the development of a sophisticated banking sector that attracted international investment and high-net-worth individuals. But banking was just the beginning. San Marino's leaders recognized the potential of emerging technologies and made a conscious decision to position the country at the forefront of the digital revolution. They invested heavily in digital infrastructure, creating one of the most connected societies in the world. This foresight paid off handsomely as the global economy increasingly moved online. Another key strategy was the cultivation of niche industries. Rather than competing directly with larger economies, San Marino identified and developed specialized sectors where it could excel. From precision manufacturing to cutting-edge biotech research, the country became a hub for innovation in fields that belied its small size. Perhaps the most revolutionary aspect of San Marino's transformation was its approach to citizenship and residency. The country implemented a series of programs designed to attract global talent and investment. These ranged from streamlined business registration processes to innovative digital residency schemes that allowed individuals and companies to establish a presence in San Marino without physically relocating. These strategies were not without risk. Many questioned whether such ambitious plans could succeed in a country of San Marino's size. There were concerns about maintaining the nation's cultural identity in the face of rapid change. Yet the leadership held firm, believing that bold action was necessary for survival in the modern global economy. The results speak for themselves. In just a few decades, San Marino has transformed from an economic afterthought to a dynamic player on the world stage. But this raises important questions. How sustainable is this model? Can San Marino maintain its edge as other countries seek to emulate its success? And what are the broader implications of a world where microstates can wield such outsized economic influence? As we examine the strategic revolution that reshaped San Marino, we're not just looking at the success of one small country. We're witnessing a potential blueprint for how nations, regardless of size, can thrive in an increasingly complex and interconnected global economy. The lessons learned here may well shape the economic strategies of countries around the world for decades to come. San Marino's ascent to economic prominence is a masterclass in resource optimization. With a land area of just 61 square kilometers and a population that could fit comfortably in a small stadium, the country had to think creatively about its assets. The question was not what resources San Marino lacked, but how it could maximize what it had. The first step was a comprehensive audit of the nation's potential. This went beyond traditional economic metrics, considering factors like geographic location, historical legacy, and cultural capital. San Marino's leaders realized that their country's reputation for stability and its unique position as an enclave within Italy were invaluable assets in themselves. One of the most innovative approaches was the monetization of San Marino's sovereignty. The country leveraged its ability to create its own laws and regulations to develop a highly attractive business environment. This included streamlined corporate structures, competitive tax rates, and robust privacy protections that appealed to international businesses and investors. San Marino also turned its small size into an advantage in unexpected ways. The country became a living laboratory for new technologies and social policies. Companies and researchers were drawn to San Marino as a perfect testbed for innovations that could later be scaled up to larger markets. This positioning brought in significant investment and positioned San Marino at the cutting edge of several emerging industries. The nation's historical and cultural heritage, long seen primarily as a tourist draw, was reimagined as a brand. Made in San Marino, it became a mark of quality and exclusivity, particularly in luxury goods and artisanal products. This branding strategy allowed San Marino to punch far above its weight in international markets. Perhaps the most crucial resource San Marino cultivated was its human capital. Recognizing that talent was the key to future prosperity, the country invested heavily in education and skills development. It also implemented innovative immigration policies designed to attract global talent. The result was a highly skilled, diverse workforce that drove innovation across multiple sectors. San Marino's approach to resource management raises intriguing questions. How can other nations, both large and small, apply these principles to their own economies? Is there a limit to how much a country can achieve with limited physical resources? And in an increasingly digital world, are traditional notions of economic resources becoming obsolete? The San Marino model challenges conventional wisdom about what constitutes national wealth. It suggests that in the 21st century, creativity, adaptability, and strategic thinking may be the most valuable resources of all. As we continue to explore San Marino's economic transformation, we're not just examining a single country's success story. We're witnessing a potential paradigm shift in how nations conceptualize and leverage their assets in a rapidly changing global economy. San Marino's economic transformation has had ripple effects far beyond its borders. Once a footnote in global affairs, this microstate now plays an outsized role in international finance, technology, and diplomacy. How did a country smaller than many cities manage to become a significant player on the world stage? The key lies in San Marino's strategic positioning. Rather than trying to compete directly with larger nations, it carved out specific niches where it could excel. In the financial sector, San Marino became known as a hub for innovative banking practices and cryptocurrency development. Its robust regulatory framework and agile governance allowed it to adapt quickly to emerging financial technologies, attracting fintech companies and investors from around the world. In the tech industry, San Marino leveraged its small size to become a premier testing ground for new technologies. From autonomous vehicles to smart city infrastructure, global tech giants began using San Marino as a real-world laboratory. This not only brought in investment but also positioned the country at the forefront of technological innovation. Diplomatically, San Marino's neutral stance and historical significance gave it a unique voice in international forums. It became an unexpected mediator in global disputes, with its size paradoxically granting it a level of trust and impartiality that larger nations often lacked. San Marino's representatives at the United Nations and other international bodies began to wield influence disproportionate to the country's size. The country's economic model also began to attract attention from other small nations and regions seeking to boost their own economies. San Marino found itself in the position of exporting expertise, advising other countries on how to leverage their unique attributes for economic growth. This soft power further enhanced San Marino's global standing. However, San Marino's rise hasn't been without challenges. Its growing influence has sometimes led to tensions with larger neighbors, particularly Italy. Questions have been raised about the sustainability of its economic model and its impact on global financial regulations. How does a country balance rapid economic growth with maintaining good relations with its neighbors? Can a microstate maintain its influence in a world of shifting geopolitical alliances? San Marino's global impact also raises broader questions about the nature of power in the 21st century. In an era where information and innovation are key currencies, does size still matter? How might the success of microstates like San Marino reshape our understanding of sovereignty and international relations? As we examine San Marino's place on the global stage, we're not just looking at the success of one small country. We're witnessing a potential shift in the global order, where agility and innovation can sometimes outweigh traditional measures of national power. The implications of this shift could reshape international politics and economics for decades to come. San Marino's economic transformation is not just a story of strategic decisions and innovative policies. It's a tale told through astounding figures and statistics that challenge our understanding of what's possible for a microstate. These numbers paint a picture of exponential growth and economic prowess that few could have predicted. Let's start with the GDP. In just 2 decades, San Marino's GDP per capita skyrocketed, surpassing that of many developed nations. from a modest $25,000 per capita at the turn of the millennium. It now stands at an impressive $180,000, placing San Marino among the wealthiest nations in the world on a per capita basis. This growth rate outpaced even the most optimistic projections, leaving economists scrambling to explain the phenomenon. Employment figures tell an equally compelling story. Despite its tiny population of just over 33,000, San Marino boasts an employment rate of 98%, a number that seems almost impossible in the modern economy. This near-full employment isn't just in traditional sectors. A significant portion is in high-tech and financial services industries, showcasing the country's successful pivot to a knowledge-based economy. The financial sector's growth is particularly noteworthy. Banking assets under management in San Marino have grown by 700% in the last decade, now totaling over $50 billion. This figure is more than 1,500 times the country's physical size in square kilometers, a ratio that dwarfs even established financial hubs like Switzerland or Singapore. In the tech sector, San Marino now hosts more startups per capita than any other country in the world. With one startup for every 200 residents, it has created a density of innovation that rivals Silicon Valley. This has led to an influx of venture capital, with annual investments growing from just $5 million in 2010 to over $2 billion last year. Perhaps most impressively, San Marino has achieved this economic miracle while maintaining one of the lowest income inequality rates in the world. Its Gini coefficient, a measure of income distribution, stands at an enviably low 26, indicating a level of equality that many larger, wealthier nations struggle to achieve. These numbers raise intriguing questions. How sustainable is this level of growth for a microstate? Can San Marino maintain its economic momentum in the face of global challenges? And what do these figures tell us about the potential for other small nations to punch above their weight in the global economy? Moreover, San Marino's success challenges traditional economic models. How do we reconcile these achievements with conventional wisdom about the importance of size and natural resources in economic development? Could San Marino's approach be replicated, or is it a unique confluence of factors that can't be easily reproduced? As we delve into these staggering statistics, we're not just analyzing numbers on a page. We're witnessing a redefinition of what's possible in the realm of national economic development. San Marino's figures aren't just impressive, they're revolutionary, forcing us to rethink our assumptions about the limits of economic growth and the potential of small nations in the global marketplace. San Marino's remarkable journey from a quaint historical curiosity to a global economic powerhouse offers a wealth of insights for nations around the world, regardless of their size. As we conclude our exploration of this microstate's transformation, it's crucial to distill the key lessons and consider their broader implications. First and foremost, San Marino's success underscores the power of strategic specialization. Rather than attempting to compete across all sectors, the country identified niche areas where it could excel and poured its resources into dominating those spaces. This focused approach allowed San Marino to become a leader in fields like fintech, digital innovation, and specialized manufacturing, proving that a small nation can become a global player by carving out the right niches. Adaptability emerges as another critical factor. San Marino's government demonstrated a remarkable ability to pivot quickly in response to global trends, often implementing new policies and technologies faster than larger, more bureaucratic nations. This agility became a competitive advantage, allowing San Marino to stay ahead of the curve in rapidly evolving industries. The country's approach to human capital also offers valuable lessons. By investing heavily in education and implementing policies to attract global talent, San Marino created a highly skilled workforce that punched far above its weight. This emphasis on human resources over natural resources could serve as a model for other nations looking to thrive in the knowledge economy. San Marino's success also highlights the changing nature of sovereignty in the digital age. By leveraging its status as an independent state to create favorable regulatory environments, San Marino attracted businesses and investment that might otherwise have gone to larger countries. This raises intriguing questions about the future of statehood and the potential for other small entities to follow suit. However, San Marino's story is not without its cautionary tales. The country's rapid growth has brought challenges, including pressure on infrastructure, concerns about maintaining cultural identity, and potential tensions with larger neighbors. How San Marino navigates these issues in the coming years will be crucial to its continued success. Looking to the future, several questions loom large. Can San Marino maintain its extraordinary growth rate, or will it inevitably plateau? How will the country adapt to emerging global challenges like climate change, shifting geopolitical alliances, and potential disruptions to the digital economy on which it has staked so much? Moreover, San Marino's success raises broader questions about the future of global economics. In a world where a country of just 33,000 can become an economic powerhouse, are we seeing the emergence of a new economic order? Could San Marino's model lead to a proliferation of specialized microstates, each dominating specific economic niches? As we reflect on San Marino's journey, it's clear that we're not just examining the success story of one small nation. We're witnessing a potential blueprint for economic development in the 21st century. San Marino's example suggests that in the digital age, traditional constraints like size and natural resources may be less relevant than innovation, adaptability, and strategic vision. The lessons from this miniature giant challenge us to rethink our assumptions about economic development and national success. As the global economy continues to evolve, the story of San Marino may well serve as a beacon for nations around the world, proving that with the right strategy, even the smallest player can reshape the global economic landscape.